Hollywood has gotten really good at telling engaging stories. In fact, every time they do so, someone makes $1 million. And today I want to share with you guys some of the same principles that they use to tell really engaging stories that'll help you get more views, more subscribers, more watch time, more brands wanting to reach out and work with you. These principles are totally reproducible, repeatable, and every time you go to the movie theater, you see all of these things happening, and we want to take it and apply it to your video. But first, a little story. Today is a special day because why?
It's my birthday!
And how old are you today?
6!
She's excited. What do you really want?
Candy!
You know what you need to get the candy? What do you think?
Money?
Money, yep. I think you need to put some quarters. They're each 25 cents, right? Do you have any quarters? Oh, how are you gonna get the candy? I think I have a solution for you. I have money, I have quarters. But first of all, before you can get the money, you have to make a deal with me. What kind of deal do you want to make with me? What's the deal? Oh, I like that deal, thank you. All right.
Dad's only doing it with Sally.
Okay, now, how many quarters are there?
8!
Okay, there's 8 quarters, but there's another problem. You have to share them with all your brothers and sisters. You decide how many quarters you're gonna give to each of your brothers and sisters and how many you're gonna keep for yourself.
Zeke, Toby.
So what are you doing?
I'm giving one to everybody.
Okay.
Anna, Kalis, they have one.
Okay.
Look at that.
Now, Hallie, now, how many quarters do you have left for yourself?
3.
Cool. Careful when it opens.
No.
Hallie, where's your quarters?
I don't know.
And you don't have your quarters? Did you lose them? Are they on the floor?
Over here, maybe? There's the one.
You found them.
I got special one. Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome. I love you. Oh, thank you. Wow, those are big kisses. So that was a very basic story that's probably more likely to connect with a child than an adult like us. But let's walk through the structure there, and then at the end we'll connect it to a story that I think you and I will probably connect to on a better level. There's 3 parts to every story. It starts about a character who wants something, overcomes conflict to get it, and is transformed by the process. So let's dig into it. Act number 1 is about a character who wants something. Now, in a YouTube video, the very first thing you need to do is establish who this character is. That can be done simply by showing them visually on screen who it is. Maybe using some establishing shots or giving some context can help as well. But second, you must very quickly get to the inciting incident in the story. Now, the inciting incident is the thing that happens that really makes the character want something and desire something. The stronger it is, the stronger the desire, the better. And so from this moment on, the rest of the story is about, will the character get the thing that they want?
Candy!
If you look for this inciting incident moment on television and on TV, they can usually take a few minutes to kind of ramp up to that. But on YouTube, we don't have that luxury. We need to hook that audience's attention right away, quickly prompt that question in their mind, maybe even with the title and thumbnail that they already clicked on, and then really keep them watching, because there's a lot of competition on YouTube for their eyeballs to watch something else. And this brings us to Act 2, which is all about conflict. This is where the character faces the conflict and they have plenty of obstacles they need to overcome, and each obstacle gets more and more difficult. The stakes get higher and higher, and each obstacle and conflict is more insurmountable, and it just causes the viewer to really want to cheer for the character. And like, yes, you can do it, get there. But it also raises the stakes each time, and we're building towards this thing that's like, will they get this thing that they want or not? Siri.
I'm here.
Go away, Siri.
What did I do to deserve that?
A series of conflicts then leads to a crisis. This is the point where it feels like all is lost. There is absolutely no way to overcome this obstacle. For my daughter, she had the money, she distributed it, and then she lost it, and dad doesn't have any more quarters, and everything is in vain. Like, everything that worked up to this moment is gone. Act 3 now begins, and this is all about transformation. The character is there at the climax of this story. This is the moment. Are they gonna get it? Or are they not going to get it? And this is where everything is on the line, and the conflict that we have been watching this person go through this entire story, this is where it all culminates. And spoiler alert, yes, they overcome the conflict. They win, they get to the top, they get to that point, and everything of the story was building towards finally makes sense. And this is when the girl gets that guy. This is when the superhero defeats the villain. This is when Santa actually gets the gift delivered once again. This is when someone finds their way home again and is finally there. Or in the case of YouTube, this is when that kid finally gets that toy unboxed. Or this is when that DIY project is finally finished. Or this is when like the cooking food show channel it makes the food, and at the end it looks delicious. This is when, you know, that family vlog where the family's been trying for so long to adopt a child finally adopts a child and gets to bring them home. But the point of any good story is not actually about overcoming obstacles. The point of any good story is actually about transformation. This is about how are they different? What was it about the conflict and that whole process they had to go through that really changed them and turned them into a different character at the end of the story than they were at the beginning of the story? This is the part that causes us to have those warm, fuzzy feelings at the end of a movie. This is what takes us from just liking a story to really loving a story. On YouTube, the point isn't actually that the boy unboxed a toy. It's actually about feeling that sense of excitement and knowing that he's not going to be experiencing boredom again anytime soon. The DIY project, this is actually about giving us a sense of satisfaction and pride in something that we've created. In my case, it's not actually about a girl getting candy. It's about the relationship between a father and a daughter, and their relationship is strengthened in some way. The point of any good story is about transformation. On YouTube, it's often very appropriate that after that climax ends, just end the video, get people to the end screens, get them to click and watch another one. Throughout the next few weeks and months, we're actually gonna be talking a lot more about really practical ideas for how to best integrate storytelling into your videos, especially those of you who have educational type of channels and you're like, I'm not telling stories, I don't have a narrative content. How do I do education on that? Well, that's coming. Subscribe to get those videos, but in the meantime, I have an assignment for you. I want you to click this video you see on your screen right here. This is the video by Peter McKinnon. I want you to watch this video and look for each of these elements of storytelling that we've discussed here today and find that story arc in that video. Check it out. It does a really good job at raising the stakes the whole way through. So check that video. There's also a link to it in the description below, and I'll see you guys over in the next one.